Sufficient tension is built in this first of 4 parts, well, based upon the audio and the stills reconstruction of the Massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve. This is part of the 3rd season of classic Doctor Who, William Hartnell as the Doctor, Peter Purves as Stephen. One hopes that the tension in the next 3 episodes is sufficient to the build-up in this initial entry. This is one of the more serious efforts from the original Doctor Who run to take an historical to its limits as an opportunity to essentially have a kind of, play action thriller of the week, but also an educational prospect. It's a ambitious undertaking. It's part period reconstruction and also an attempt to compose sort of fun fish out of water narrative, but one wherein the fish out of water can outwit those around him with his knowledge of the future. Let's read aloud the production details of this particular serial. Script editor Donald Tosh rewrote much of the script delivered by John Lucarotti. Lucarotti wrote Marco Polo and the Aztecs. In a monograph on the Massacre, James Curray Smith argues that the Doctor's similarity with the Abbot of Amboise was inspired by a real historical event, the impersonation in 1562 of the abbot responsible for Marmoutier Abbey in the commune of Amboise by a man named Chastillon, who was later executed. He suggests that Lucarotti's original script, which no longer exists, involved the Doctor extensively impersonating the abbot with the audience's connivance, whereas Tosh's preference was for the audience to be left unsure whether or not the abbot was really the Doctor, leading to the disagreements between the two. Interesting, there are conflicting accounts as to whether Lucarotti's name was removed from the credits at his request. Tosh is credited with co-writing the final episode, on which incoming script editor Jerry Davis was credited as script editor in his place. According to the book Doctor Who, companioned by David J. Howe and Mark Stammers, the final episode of the serial was to have included the cameo appearance by William Russell and Jacqueline Hill, reprising their roles as former companions Ian Chesterton and Barbara Wright. The scene had Ian and Barbara witnessing the dematerialization of the TARDIS after Dodo enters. Though the scene was scheduled, it was cancelled at short notice and never filmed. All 4 episodes are missing from the BBC archives. Only behind-the-scenes photographs survive as visual reference to the original production, for John Wiles opted not to utilise John Curray's telesnap devices during his tenure as producer. Many of the key visual elements, such as Hartnell's costume for the abbot, are now lost. What a shame. It seems like it would have been a pretty strong serial. If you're so inclined, do tune in next time as we revisit some more history regarding the Massacre of St. Bartholomew's Eve, both this particular serial and maybe, if we feel so it's appropriate, history surrounding the events with which this serial script is based off of. Have a great day, night, wherever you are. Thanks so much, my good and dear friends.